Hey, just wanted to take a couple minutes here. I've never done this before, so this is new to me. But I've been up very late for the last few nights, watching videos and reading comments on self-harm, self-injury, because I have a 12-year-old daughter and recently found out that she's been cutting. I found out it's been 2 weeks ago now. She's been cut free for 3, which is like really, really good. I'm really glad for that. I don't know how long she's been cutting or yet to find out the exact reason why, what triggered it. I've been asking her questions about that. She says she doesn't know herself, but she's trying to work together to find out so we can prevent this from happening. Started changing a few things around the house about the way we run things, and evaluating the whole situation and evaluating what I have done to contribute to this, which is probably a pretty hard pill for a lot of parents to swallow, that they've done something to cause this. And I don't know if the kids are going to watch this or if parents will stumble across this. Like, hopefully they will, that they'll listen and maybe understand where I'm coming from and take my advice in dealing with the situation. Carly has been cut free for 3 weeks, like I said, without therapy, without medication. We've just started doing little things here, like I said, around the house. We've changed the way we talk to each other. There's no more negativity allowed. It slips. It's a hard thing to change, but it's getting better. The girls are no longer allowed to call each other stupid or just make little smart remarks like kids do when they're 7 years apart. But siblings argue, bicker. Okay, yeah. So I have also started affirming my kids. I sat back and thought about it, and they were hearing a lot more negative from me than positive, and that's not a good thing. They're always hearing about how they didn't do something that I asked them to do or wanted them to do, like cleaning their rooms or helping with the dishes or picking up after themselves. And my oldest, poor Carly, is always hearing, you don't need to eat that. I don't want you to end up obese and being made fun of, or yeah, you probably need to start doing some exercise, kid, because you're gaining a little weight. Horrible. Think back and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so cruel. I mean, and I understand that I was trying to protect her from being bullied or picked on, but in retrospect, that wasn't the way to do it. Saying things like, how can you be so stupid? Why would you even think about that? Just crazy stuff. And that's kind of what I learned in church is generational. Like generational sins of the parents, sins the parents are passed down from parent to child, grandchild, great-grandchild. We don't mean to do it. It's not intentional. It just kind of happens. They sit back and they observe, and It's the way they think that things are supposed to be. Like me, always trying to validify myself through having a relationship or a man around. It's led me to make a lot of bad decisions, and I don't want my girls to go where I've been. Drug users, alcoholics, abusers, mentally, physically. All because I didn't love myself enough to walk away from it when I first noticed these things. Things that my mom did, or that I watched her do, I watched my dad beat my mom. My stepdad just pretty much ignored her, took care of us. Good man, loved us, provided. But she was so selfish and so consumed with everything she wanted that he worked all the time to give her everything she wanted. And unfortunately, he worked third shift, so she was lonely, and she, did things that you shouldn't do for somebody who's loving you and taking care of you that way. I've watched her go from being on top of the world to now she's with this guy. It's just, and I've broke off all communication with my mom because of the whole situation. Anyway, this isn't about me. My first reaction to my daughter cutting herself was to be angry or upset, which is common, I would think, for all parents, finding out something like that. But I knew I didn't want to put her in therapy, and I knew I didn't want her on medication. So there's things to consider. Therapy can do some damage. I learned that when I was locked up for a while when I tried to commit suicide in high school. I was exposed to more things than I needed to be. I did realize that I didn't have any problems, nothing major, but yet again I did. Otherwise I wouldn't have been there in the first place. So, medications, you all hear the stories, they can cause kids to be even more depressed or more upset. And I just want you guys to know that it's not just emo kids. A lot of these cutters are good kids, good homes, families with money. Somehow they just don't have the outlets they need to deal with the pressures that we put on them, that they put on themselves, that they get from their peers. And we need to, as parents, communicate with them and find out exactly what it is that they're going through, how we can help them to make it better. A lot of prayer, a lot of open communication, just reaching out to them and letting them know that they can trust you, because a lot of times kids don't feel that they can trust their parents. And I think that fear of being punished or getting in trouble plays a big part of it also. It's huge. I wouldn't immediately put them in therapy or put them in the hospital. I wouldn't immediately punish them. Grounding them is not going to help. Taking away their friends, their circle, is not going to help, because a lot of times not even the friends know what's going on. Locking up all the knives and everything, that's going to make you feel better, but in reality they have to learn to be around those things. The sad thing is to notice there's something going on and ignore it like I did. I saw the towels and the napkins, paper, with blood all over them, in the garbage can. What's this? Nobody answered me? Okay. Dismiss it, throw it in the garbage. It's done. Noticed her changing the way she dressed, her grades dropping, the music she was listening to. Dismissed it as experimenting with different genres, and because we all do that, I went through that phase too. So looking back now, I cut myself a couple times, not realizing what I was doing. I was very, very young, 5th grade, I think. Wow, amazing. Pent up emotions, not being able to express yourself freely, not having an outlet, that's what these kids are crying out for. Some of them do it for attention, not all, because a lot of kids, you don't even know that they're doing it. It's just a very important conversation that as parents we need to maybe take a minute to have with our kids, explain the dangers of it, that it is an addiction, that it just gives them a good feeling when they do it. Communicate, pray, reach out to someone who's been there, who's going through it, support groups or something. And if you're a kid and you're watching this and you don't feel that you can talk to your parents, I just want you to know that I'm here. You can message me or whatever. I'm more than happy to just talk, because I know sometimes it helps to talk to somebody who's removed from the situation, who isn't going to judge you or belittle you or I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but someone on the outside looking in, someone who's not in that situation with you. It's easier to be unbiased that way. Be more than happy to pray for you, with you. I just want you guys to know that because of this, I have changed my major. I was going to be I was a major zoology, and now I'm going to go into social services, maybe minor in theology, or my mind went blank, not psychology, but anyway, I want to do something to help you guys, each and every one of you. I just want to hug you guys, let you know that there's somebody out here who's rooting for you to get past this, to somebody who really cares about you. I really do encourage you to reach out to someone, not necessarily mom and dad, because I understand how fearful that can be, but anyone. But I wouldn't even say a teacher, and I hate to be that way. Your guidance counselor or teacher, they may turn you in and or something like that. But I know a lot of times you just need a friend. You just need somebody to talk to, someone to maybe make suggestions, someone to tell you that you are amazing and that we are all special, we are all uniquely made, and that we are all created fearfully and beautifully by God, our Father, and that He has a reason for each and every one of us. And you may not understand it now, like I didn't understand it growing up, but there's a reason for everything that we go through, and everything that I went through, from being molested to watching my dad beat my mom, to abusive relationships myself, and trying to commit suicide and cutting, and all of this is just so I can reach out to a lot of women, people in general, just try to minister them and help them through it. And I wish somebody had made this option available to me. Not holding you to anything, I'm not going to judge you, but I'm here to listen, offer some advice. Just let you know that you are worth it. You're worth something, and you're each and every one of you beautiful. I wish I could hug you. God bless you, and I'm here if you need me. Thanks for listening.